Hello, everyone. How's it going?
Hello, everybody.
Welcome everyone to our I was about to say live show.
I mean, it is a show and it's live, so
That is true, but this is more of a
off.
talk show, really. Welcome everyone.
That's right.
Today
talking.
we are, bring our grand opening to our talk show. Every week, every Friday, approximately 6:15 p.m. Actually, we're right on time too.
Holy shit! Can you fucking believe it?
Honestly, I never do anything on time. Today I woke up I woke up 1 hour early. I didn't even order food. I just woke up early, and it was still 3 minutes late to stream.
You've been like 10 to 15 minutes late for stream for months consistently. So this is a miracle.
Wait, you can't hear Basalt?
What?
But you should be able to hear him.
Hello, I'm speaking. Did you mute me in game? No.
No.
Hold on. Oh yeah, I muted the stream. I can't hear myself.
Hold on, let me try this. Okay, now talk.
Hello, I'm talking. I'm speaking.
You should be able to hear him now.
Okay, now I can
Yeah.
hear myself. Okay.
All right. The good thing is,
well,
on the
so
VOD, we can still hear you.
So the entire time I was keeping chat busy while you were in the bathroom.
Yeah. So funny enough, I told Basalt like before I started talking to go to the bathroom to keep chat busy. Nothing was coming out of his mic.
So the good news is that I haven't given them the rundown of the podcast whatsoever.
Oh,
apparently.
perfect. So now we can actually talk about what we're gonna do.
Exactly.
All right. So first of all, Content Counterparts. That's our new talk show every Friday, 6:15 p.m. And hopefully we're on time, like today. Second, what is our talk show about? What?
Nothing.
Second, our talk show is going to be about several things, like what happens during the week, several innovations, creativity. We are both very creative persons in our own departments, so we can talk about a lot of different things. But what our content is mostly going to be about is about content. And when I say content, I mean not safe for work, comics, animations, porn. We're talking about porn. I specialize in hentai, doujins mostly, but also like animated hentai. And Basalt.
I am a gay furry, so I have lots of expertise. About 10 years worth. So really, I think between the two of us, we cover a very wide range of topics. You're a straight man who enjoys hentai in Japanese. I am almost exclusively gay, and by almost I mean pretty much entirely exclusively. And I am a furry, and I don't really look at much hentai. So we cover a very wide range of topics between the two of us, which I think makes us the most qualified to comment on this matter in general.
Exactly, and it really comes to show that the reason we are calling it counterparts is because we're different, right? However, we will still be reviewing the same comics, so you'll be able to get any insight from two different sides of the spectrum, really. Have you ever seen a furry comment on straight comics, on fucking hentai? Or have you seen the opposite of, me, a straight, I was about to say straight white male, but no, me, a straight Mexican male, reading furry porn and be like, you know what? That furry cock wasn't half bad.
I think the point of this podcast is that we're both going to try to do our best to be completely objective about the material, where, obviously we have our own personal preferences, but we're going to do our best to put those aside to just view things as they are.
Exactly. It's about viewing things objectively. You don't have to like the material to be, being able to give a objective review and be able to just think outside the box and be like, you know what, this isn't my thing. However, there is some things I can see that's good about it or bad about it. But yeah.
Exactly.
However, first, before we do get into those topics, we do want to talk about a few things. For example, this amazing set. Let's go to our stations real quick to be able to shut off better, shall we?
Yeah. Oh, real quick, we've carefully combed through all of Twitch's TOS, so we can proudly announce that this is completely friendly to Twitch. We took it with a fucking comb. So this is legal.
Also, let it be noted that we actually went and messaged Twitch TOS team to be like, can we do certain things?
I emailed them. You know what? Shout out to Twitch. They gave me a response within like 45 minutes. And it was actually presumably sent by a real person. So honestly, good on Twitch.
Surprising, honestly. But yeah, let's show this off because I'm very excited to show this off. Alright, so first off, welcome to the set. This is essentially all done by Basalt. Keep in mind, I only gave like insights on camera positions or colors or stuff like that, but all the work that went into Unity or like setting everything up, all Basalt.
Code.
Yes. Am I bloom enough here?
Are you bloom enough?
Let's make it a bit bloomier, shall we? There we go. Maybe people's eyes hurt. But yeah.
Ooh.
First off, which one is the best? Oh, here we go. This is my favorite for showing it off. It's a beautiful set. I love the colors. I love everything. You guys are so small. Don't worry, it'll be great in a second. These are just overview cameras for just showing stuff off. However, Basalt, would you like to talk a bit more about your set?
Yeah, why not? So this set's probably, if I was to guess, about 600 lines of code, which doesn't sound like a lot, but you know, when you're writing code for 2 weeks, 600 lines kind of piles up. This is entirely made myself. Not one asset was taken from the internet. Over the years, I've gained a lot of insight into Blender and coding, so this is completely done by scratch from hand. Nice. There's approximately, let's see, 10 unique camera angles at the moment, with more to come in the future.
Right.
And I think that this is by all means the most advanced talk show, or really any VR-based show out there, just in general.
This is actually a true statement. I took time out of my day. Like, I spent like an hour to just looking through talk shows, looking through podcasts, everything on VRChat. Nothing comes to how advanced this shit is. And you'll realize why it's advanced in a second. Not only does it look amazing, like just aesthetically, this is better than most of them. This is actually more advanced than most of them because of the whole camera system we have here. But to mostly show it off, I would like to although I don't have my throwing objects enabled. Oh well, I guess I scanned the people. Oops.
Damn.
However, I want to show off the dynamic camera. The dynamic camera is easily my favorite feature. I just need to sit down for this one. So,
where's my pen?
Keep in mind, I have access to all the cameras at all times. However, a very advanced feature that we have, and one of the reasons why our shit is so good, is because we have a dynamic cam. What is this camera that we can do? It makes so we can switch automatically between both of us. Both of us have control.
Just the click of a button.
Yes, it is the most advanced shit ever. We can literally just edit shit on the spot. And you know what? That is the best thing ever. I don't have to even worry about it once I fucking upload it because it's already edited. And it's a fucking godsend, honestly. So why don't you?
It's.
Oh, go ahead.
It's pretty fucking good. I really like this camera. We can take it, we can give it back if we need to, and we don't even have to touch any of the control panels. I think this is gonna lead to really dynamic sort of conversation from a Fremont viewing perspective, because when we are talking, it's gonna be on us, and we can just it's more or less automatic.
Yeah, and honestly, it's very intuitive because it's literally just a click of a button on our controllers and boom, it's already done. I would like to see other podcasts be able to do this. Fuck you all. I have no remorse for what I'm going to say, but we're better than you.
Yeah, fuck School Chug in particular. We're taking
On-
the time slot.
Honestly, fuck School Chug. Fucking Icarus and Billy ate my dick.
They don't have fucking shit on this fucking camera system.
Honestly, fucking hell. We have better shit. And you know what? You know what the most important part is? We're live.
What's that? that's so true.
And we plan to
Jesus.
keep this going on for a while because we're starting for that weekly schedule, which I think is very easy to make actually. But yeah, this is what we're gonna be doing every Friday after stream at 6:15 p.m. every Friday.
Approximately. Honestly, well, you should talk a little bit about the schedule. What are we looking like as far as guests and things like that? What's on the docket for today, in fact?
Well, in general, our schedule is going to be, except for the first 2 episodes, which is today and next week, it's going to be us 2, right? However, from that week on, we're going to be doing a bi-weekly guest to have come onto the show and we can talk with them, and we'll be reviewing their taste in porn, hentai, furry stuff, whatever, right? So it's going to be bi-weekly, I guess, and bi-weekly just us, just hanging out, talking. But for mostly half of the show, we're going to be talking about porn. Other half, we're just going to be talking about random shit that we have in our daily lives because, we can.
Our lives are interesting. Furthermore, if you're thinking about being a guest on this podcast, just keep in mind that it's not going to be just, casually talking. We're gonna fucking grill you. We're gonna get into your fucking mind and find out why you're such a degenerate when it comes to your porn taste.
Oh yeah, we are definitely 100% gonna attack you for what you like. And we're not sorry. Just keep that in mind. We are not sorry for what we're gonna do. However, that's for the future. For now, we have different tastes. We're gonna explore them a bit later, though. You're sitting in the camera?
Huh?
You saw the camera for me. What do you want to say?
I fucking didn't. I didn't fucking say shit. I didn't do anything. Fuck you, asshole. Huh?
Are you gonna?
You know what? Fucking podcast is. Talk show's fucking canceled. I can't fucking work with this guy.
We have the best camera. Listen, we have the best camera system. However, it requires user input. Therefore, we gotta get used to it first. But we'll get better as time goes by. Also, Ramsey says you're gonna regret exploring my kinks. Probably. Most likely.
I've seen Randy's F list. It's not that bad.
Really?
It's a lot of date, but I mean, it's a gay furry. It's F list, so it's gonna have outstanding sorts of interests, but it's in general, in comparison to the grand scheme of things that are available in the kink department, not that bad.
I mean, I guess that makes sense. I mean, here's the thing. Every time we see like an F list, or for people who don't know, an F list is essentially like a kink list, but that's mostly used for furries. A lot of them, I really should have disabled the soundboard.
It's not too late.
I don't know how to. Off the top of my head.
Stream.
It's not that easy to disable. Ow.
Oh, you know what? I did just remember when you were doing the live show, you struggled too. You struggled during the live show to figure out. You thought you turned it off, but you didn't. Can you just
been 2 years and I don't know how to turn it off.
Oh fuck! Oh hey, there's my alarm saying it's time for stream.
2 hours
Yeah,
late.
it's just,
50 minutes late.
Oh, that's a good point. I'm gonna have to change that alarm. To be fair, I made that alarm like right before I took a nap, so my brain wasn't really working.
Okay, fair enough. But yeah, if you want to be a guest on the show, go ahead and tell us. We'll have I guess bi-weekly, so won't be going through all of them quickly,
Yeah.
but eventually. But you can bring
we will be
anything.
running out as time goes on, because we only have such a big pool of people to get from, so we might have repeats as well at some point.
Yeah, Hopefully we don't have repeats soon, but you know, we only have so many friends. So,
We're lonely.
I mean, listen, I have a good amount of friends, but how many of them do I, how do I say this?
Trust to
Yeah.
not destroy your channel.
Exactly. What do you mean none of my emotes work? Apparently none of my emotes work. Why would they not work, huh? Yes, they do. There, they work. Basalt, why are you calling me? Basalt? Oh, Basalt is dead. Basalt is fucking dead. He's fucking dead. Oh god. Oh no. Oh god. I thought I was gonna be the one to die. I'm gonna be honest. Hold up. I need to change some things to be able to hear him. Hold up.
I don't know what's going on with my computer. Like my power like went out for a second. Like my battery backup failed.
Aw.
But my computer's turning back on, so I think it's fine. Like this is the nice thing about it being a talk show is that technically I don't have to be there. However, that being said, we're probably gonna have to reload the world.
Fuck.
I did not code this world with leaving and rejoining in mind. But that's not too bad.
Okay, well, we do what we can do. You a Mexican? Damn. Thank you, Richie, for the
Taco Bell is
Prime.
in a shell. No chaos will spell, just jokes to tell.
Yeah, I'll get back in a second here. I'm launching Steam. That's
Okay.
the nice thing about having a computer as good as mine is that it only takes about 30 seconds to start up.
Good for you.
In fact, I can pretty regularly restart my entire computer and get back before Discord even kicks me from a call. So people don't know that I reset my computer sometimes.
Huh. Also, I guess while we were waiting for Basalt to come back to the world, I'm gonna... Okay, stop throwing shit at me. At least let me enable the throwing stuff first, okay? Give me a second. You are just wasting points for no reason. I don't know how to talk to them. You just keep doing things that don't make sense to me.
You're gonna want to figure that out before next episode.
I know how to
jokes we
fix
love
it.
to
Just...
sow. Negativity can't bring us low. Banter is our true rainbow.
Also, I hate that Jeffrey still works. I forgot to kill Jeffrey.
Is he speaking?
Yes.
I thought you like specifically disabled it.
No, I forgot.
I saw you turn him off.
No, this is a
Sad.
different scene. It's not. Jeffrey's still live in a different scene, and it still
Oh.
works.
Wait, OBS works with multiple scenes like that?
Yeah.
I had no idea. I wonder if that's why I'm having problems recording Siege.
Mm. Also, the throwing system works now. Not wasting your
Gotta-
points. Anyway.
Okay, I'm in VRChat. I'm loading a new instance.
Okay. Well, could you show your balls? Yeah, I can show my balls. Here. There you go. There's a ball. Are you happy?
Yippee!
I don't want to throw now, bro.
It's like a child.
It literally is like a child.
Okay, I sent you an invite.
Why is it blue? Because I have blue balls.
Oh my god. Uh-oh. Okay.
It was to stream about I'm new here. I'll tell you in a second. Once we load into that new world.
I hope my mic is working. Hold on.
Don't mind. Just enjoy the camera view.
Okay, hold on.
Here in my 30 minutes boom. Wait, what?
Well, this is going worse than the live show. My index mic isn't working. Why did you curse me? Why did you transfer this curse of technical issues to me? I was doing just fine. I was doing just fine until we went live. I don't blame you for something. My battery backup failed. That's literally what it's designed for. It is designed to not fail. It's its purpose. It's why I have it.
Why does everything I touch break?
I think the world just doesn't want you to be live.
You redeemed the sundress? I don't think you did. Wait, when? $3:30?
That's thing. Why?
Oh, I see it. Oof.
Okay.
Okay, well.
Are we already switching avatars?
I guess.
Something we're even doing on this podcast?
I guess so. I mean, I forgot to say when they already redeemed it. It's fine. It'll do great for reviews.
Yeah.
Let me just fix my hip real quick. There we go.
Huh? What? I'm diagnosing my mic with Windows, and it says we're gonna send an audio tone to your headphones. Don't type anything or you might fuck it up.
What?
Did you hear the sound? Yes. I couldn't find the issue. First of all, I just want to say that I hit troubleshoot for the microphone.
Hey guy, I have a question. What's your question? While we fix these technical issues. This has now become a talk show Q&A while we wait for Basalt to fix this shit. It really does feel like that.
This is going far worse than I ever expected.
You know, we expected the technical issues that happen with me since I'm recording, but this is actually going great for me.
Yeah.
What? No, I said I had a question, not that I wanted to ask it. Thanks for asking, though.
Yeah.
Thanks, Ramsey.
Exactly.
And meanwhile, I guess I'll talk about things related to the show, like why we were reviewing stuff and why we thought this was a good idea. Now, hear me out.
Why did we think this was a good idea?
Well, hear me out, okay? This idea was first conceived by the fact that I remember Icarus from School Chug, if anyone remembers that ancient beast, was saying, I want to have a new talk show. And Basalt said, why don't you do a talk show with me? That Icarus bitched out, and I came in saying I want to do one. Fast forward like a month, and here we are.
A month? Motherfucker, it's been 2 weeks.
No, it hasn't. It's been 3.
Maybe 3.
But yeah. And so we've been working on this for the last 3 weeks, and honestly, other than the technical issues over there that we're not expecting at all, I think it's going well.
You know, Will, I'm just glad that it's not a technical problem to do with the world. After pouring 2 weeks of time into the Unity and the coding, I'm just glad that the world is working fine, really. It's working exactly as expected.
Honestly. However, Mac has a question for you, Basalt. Why did you want to talk show to begin with? Like at the very start.
I have a lot to say. I like to think of myself as an interesting person. And Will's fine too, I guess.
The fuck? But yeah. Listen, I think I've been reviewing hentai for a long time. but there's a different avenue for it. Why am I bad at video games? Because I review hentai while I play them. That's not even a joke, actually. Yesterday, I shit you not, I was in VR playing fucking Ton, and I was like, I started to make my notes. So while playing, I was just in my fucking window, just writing notes down.
I remember that.
Why are you red? Why do you have red hair? And don't say because I'm a ginger. Because I was cursed at birth. Actually, funny enough, not a lot of people know. I was born blonde.
What?
I was born blonde, and for some reason, like, I remember this specific situation. I was blonde and I was becoming brown, and then my mother, when I was like 6 years old, put like something in my hair, was like, oh, this will make you blonde again, and then my hair turned fucking red forever.
Holy shit. Bro got cursed.
I don't know what was in that bottle that I got sprayed with, but it made me a ginger forever. My eyebrows are
That's fucked up.
My eyebrows are fucking black. How does this make any sense?
Okay, hold on. What color are your pubes?
They're red.
That's interesting.
Hey, William, can you jump for science? That's a funny thing. Guess how we change cameras? I'll give you a hint. It's on the jump button. So, I literally cannot jump.
I think I need to reset my headset, but I also don't know if that'll work.
Shame. I know. I'm so sorry. Your pubes shouldn't turn red if the hair was what would change to your red on your hair. I don't know what to tell you because I'm sure she didn't spray my balls, so.
Are you sure?
I think I'm sure. Is your whole body
so
hair red?
Camera.
I don't know. Can't really check right now. I forgot.
Okay, so there's this medical procedure that exists.
Mhm.
If your heart is going like 200 beats per second, there's a medical procedure where they inject you with a thing that stops your heart.
Okay.
And then they inject you with another thing that starts it up. So if your heart's going beep, dum, 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 I'm gonna do that to my headset. I'm gonna unplug the breakaway cable and see if that works. So here we go. Here goes nothing.
I was wondering where you were going with that. Well,
Here we go.
I like how you guys use the fucking throw when it doesn't fucking work. Like I enable the throw, then I get the avatar changed, and then you start throwing shit again when it doesn't work anymore.
Okay.
I hate you all. I just want you to know. Stop throwing shit at me when it doesn't work. Wow, good start. Yeah. Listen, you know me. You know my brand. It has a lot of technical difficulties, and I can't hear anything anymore because of that fucking sound. Oh my fucking god, I'm gonna kill someone. I'm actually gonna kill someone, and it's gonna start with my hip. It's fucked. It's you know what? You know what? You know what? I'm gonna T-pose on you all. There. More value for money, bro.
No.
Anyway, don't mind that. Anyway, in the meanwhile, why
You might
are
just have to stick with this mic.
Bro.
I don't think I can debug this on stream. I could restart my entire Steve VR and headset, and maybe that'll work. Who fucking knows?
I mean, how quickly can you restart it?
A minute and a half.
Try it once.
Okay, I'll speedrun it.
So, like-
Entertain the stream if you can manage for, just a little bit.
Yeah, it's not like I do that on,
And
for
restart.
a weekly basis. Okay, well. Anyway. I'm gonna tell you what he's gone. Listen, I got this. It's fine. It's gonna be just 1 minute, hopefully. I'm good at that. In what context are you saying that? What did you mean by that? Also, what we learned in the first hour stream, anything will break. It's Arkham's Razor. If something can happen, it will happen. Furry things. I fucking knew it. Get the fuck away from my talk show unless you're invited, of course. In that case, yeah, you're welcome to come on. What else can that mean other than furry things? That's fair. Listen, I still remember the very hurtful thing that you said, well, I don't want to have sex with you. And you know what? I don't want to have sex with you either, but it really hurt that you said you did. Oh, humanity's got two great personalities to help him. Exactly. The fucking voices in my head. Both heads, Jeffrey heads. I know ASMR things. That's actually, here's the thing. I know ASMR isn't really my thing, especially when it comes to, like, you know, not safe for work things, but there has been occasions where it's like, you know, I'm not really into ASMR, but this audio, not bad. But I don't really like things like, you know, licking ears or whatever. It's like, no, it really fucks with my brain. We need to make California Girls your theme for the podcast. I don't know about that one. That one I don't know, Chief. It's not really my theme, you know. It's I'll think about it. How about that? Maybe not. I'll keep it in the maybe pile. Your mom isn't my theme. That's fucked up. Yeah, well, I get invited to another place. Let's hope Assault works now. Woo! Hello. Good relationship with your mother. Stop having a good relationship with my mother.
Oh, well, aren't you glad that we didn't like full force advertise this thing? Your live show had like 25 viewers. Yeah, you had ads in Popcorn Palace.
Yeah.
You know, I think that it's probably a good thing we well, just considering the technical difficulties, but it's working. We did it. I can't believe that I haven't had technical difficulties in weeks. And when we're live, the thing that I've been looking forward to for 2 weeks-ish, 3, is when I have spontaneous problems, just like the live show when Over Your Toolkit kept crashing. How many times you should have had? You made
I made a drinking game out of it.
That's true. No. We made a drinking game out of it. The spectators made a drinking game out of it. I think in your edited version of the live show, though, because you edited it down, you should have had a crash counter. I think that would have really added to the experience.
I mean, maybe, but I don't know. It just crashed so many times that it would like take up most of the video, though. That's the problem.
I mean, you don't have to include every time it crashed. Just a little text box that says it crashed this many times, or even at just the very end, just Over Your Toolkit crashed 27 times.
Yeah, I really did feel like that day. Fuck. Also, the chat wants you to crash, by the way.
They want me to crash?
Yeah.
We'd have to restart. I mean, do you have the ethical crasher?
No, I'm not gonna crash you.
Come on, will it be funny? Funny.
Oh, it's so funny when I pull out my crasher and then I crash you ethically.
Yeah, then we have to reload this instance for like the 4th time.
Yeah, I think I'll pass on that one. We're already 30 minutes in, by the way.
So we are. We could maybe. When do we do the thing? Do we add 10 minutes ish of just talking?
I think we could add 10 minutes. Just for this issue, because this is outstanding issues.
I think so.
Dude, I'm hungry.
So
eat something. I don't know.
So you didn't eat. You didn't get any food. You said. So William, basically, how often do you order food? Because it seems like you order food basically at least once a week, right after stream. Sundays typically.
I order food like 3 times a week. On average.
So you have it delivered every time.
Yeah. Okay, keep in mind, here's the problem with me and ordering food. Where I live, there's no grocery store near me. So there's like an OXXO, because of course it's OXXO. For people who don't know, OXXO is like a convenience store, right? There's an OXXO, there's a meat place, there's alcohol,
a barbecue place,
and barbecue, and that's it. That's like the only like 4 things near me in terms of like food. It is not the greatest place to get food. I would love a grocery store or something, but I don't have it, so I gotta order most of the time, and I can only order before 7 p.m. because after 7 p.m. like Uber Eats is like, no, you can't order anymore. Fuck off. I'm like, okay. Damn.
It's too dangerous. You're in Mexico and people will get shot. You're not allowed to order food anymore.
Exactly. And here's the thing. Where I used to live like 2 houses before, I could order at like 10 p.m. I could order at midnight and still be good. But this place is like, nah, I'm sorry. You can't do that. You know the worst part? My place is less dangerous than before.
You should try DoorDash or Grubhub. I wonder if they have like
the
less
same issue.
restrictive options.
It's the same fucking issue. It happened at my other place too. You can't just walk to the place. The nearest grocery store is like an hour away walking. I'm not doing that.
I would say get like a bike or something, but I think it'd get stolen like really quickly.
I think I'll get fucking hit by a car.
I guess that's another option. Yeah. Well, that's where the instant ramen comes in. To supplement your diet, like a fish in fish flakes.
Yeah. Fucking hell, man. I eat so much fucking ramen. It's insane. I don't want to eat ramen, but most of the time it's the only choice I have if I want to sleep as much as I can before stream. Because even like for example, today what's gonna happen, I can tell you exactly what's gonna happen today. We're gonna end stream, we're gonna start drinking in VR, I'm gonna hop off of our usual group, go to another group, drink with some, go to a different group, drink with some, and then I'm gonna pass out at like 10 a.m., 11 a.m. if not later. So realistically, I get 3 to 4 hours of sleep at most, like every weekend. It is not great for me.
I think that's a personal choice.
Listen,
I think. So how much do you? Okay, hold on. So that's including street. So wait, hold on. Is this 4 hours a day or like collectively?
oh no, a day.
Okay, that's not as bad.
I mean, there has been occasions where I haven't slept like 2 days in a row while streaming, but that hasn't happened in a bit.
The live show. That was live show, Will. Back in 2022?
Yeah, in 2022. Oh my god, those days were... Whew. And I'm slowly returning to them now.
Yeah, I was thinking that myself earlier. I was like, why live show Will is starting to become like default Will these days. He's kind of got to get his shit together. He's not having a very good time lately with the old sleep department. Even on the weekdays, I swear to God, you get like 4 or 5 hours of sleep.
Yeah, I used to be like, damn, I'll sleep a bit less on the weekends, but I'll be paid to sleep on the weekdays. Now I get like
doesn't fucking happen.
Yeah, no, now I get like 1, maybe 2 days of good sleep a week. And most of the days I'm just like, oh, just fucking chug an energy drink, fuck it. So, I don't sleep well, but I get more work done, so
Yeah, he's trading sleep for cash money, and at the end of the day, can anyone blame him?
Exactly. I mean, I can't be blamed exactly for what I'm doing, but it's fine. It's completely fine. Don't worry about it at all, actually. Goddamn. But yeah. that being said, I think it's time we actually go to reviewing what we're gonna review. Actually,
Yeah, I think that's fair. We should probably start with the hentai since that's like your audience base generally.
okay, that's fair. Now for today, I have brought something that I haven't actually read before, and I only read it until I was trying to pick something out because we tried to stay in like a 20-30 page like limit. And it was a bit hard to find something that could like get in that range and was also good. However, I did find something interesting. It's not exactly my style, but I did enjoy it. So how we're gonna do this is we can't link you the hentai if you want to like read along and see what it's about. However, you know what we can do? We read through the TOS to make sure that it was legal, and funny enough, it is. So what we can technically do is just put that on the screen, and that's fair. That's fair game. We're not putting the exact website in, but you know that's N hentai, and that's a code. So just slot that in, and you can read exactly what we're talking about. It's just numbers. Exactly, it's just numbers.
The numbers, the numbers really. I think furthermore, we could link a Twitter, and the Twitter could have the links to direct links. And as far as we can tell, that's legal too. We just can't directly paste the link in chat or have a link on screen.
Yeah. You don't know the website? It's N hentai. That's it. nhentai.net. Again, we can't have that on screen, but we can talk about it. It's funny how you can get around the rules so easily, actually.
This isn't, to be clear, this isn't going around the rules. This is perfectly within the rules.
Link? We can't link you it. We are telling you what it is and giving you the code so you can get it yourself. That's the thing. We can, in future podcasts, we can maybe just so you go to the Twitter and we'll have a link there. But for now, we can't do that. But in the future, we'll have it more accessible. Again, just look it up. Just use the code. It's easy as that. Do not ask me for a link. I will break your arms. That being said, what?
Link? Can I have the link?
You know what, Basalt?
God damn, this is fucking hard to work with. I can't fucking work. Sorry, what's up?
I think it's time to talk about the hentai.
I think you're right.
Okay, so
I pull it up.
link. I
have the link.
Swear to God. I mean, I have the link too.
I could click it. Let me tell you, chat. I'm clicking a link right now, and oh my god, it's so nice. I get to just click a link, and now I'm looking at it. It's incredible.
I actually had to open up the link too.
You guys are really missing out.
Link. Stop asking for a link. It's on the screen. Just look it up. Can I kill them? Not now.
I've ever gone to this website.
Oh yeah. This is, by the way, this is probably Basalt's one of the only times Basalt has actually read hentai. Which he's gonna have to start doing more of.
I'm gonna say this is probably my first time. It's never been my thing. I really do think this might be the first hentai that I've fully read through.
If this is your first hentai, I regret this was your first one. It's not a bad one. By no means is it a bad one. I just regret this was the first one because I could have given you a lot better stuff. However, maybe next time we can go for like maybe a 40-page limit just to have more options for a lot better ones. We can see.
Yeah, that's fair. Well, you might have to dedicate more time to that, but yeah.
Yeah. However, for now, let's start talking about this new one. Also, for our hentai reviews, we want to be a bit more. We want to be a bit more active with what we are saying and want to contribute. And we might talk over each other here because here's where our more different teas are gonna clash per se, which is why we have the clash cam. Whoa.
Oh, hold on. That is really zoomed in.
That is a lot more.
I just remembered I forgot to zoom these out. I was gonna zoom it out. I forgot. It's fine. I can do that real quick. It just be like a minute.
No, it's fine. It's fine. We're so zoomed in. Holy shit!
Hold on, I can just stand further back. There we go.
Why once again?
It's fine.
Oh yeah, you're right. Oh god. Oh fuck.
Oh fuck. I'm just gonna stand a little further back. It's fine.
I'm so
It's
far away
fine.
from my desk.
We'll fix it in post.
Anyway,
Oh fuck.
the name of this
Wait,
hentai.
so, just by the way, I haven't showed you just yet. Let me try to beat frame a little bit here. So click that button there.
All
and
right.
These two buttons. You're gonna have to stretch a little at this distance.
Okay. So also we have a page counter. We want to talk about any pages in specific. So the name of this hentai is called "Without Control of Your Dick, You Really Cannot Do Anything, Huh?" Shin-chan. Which is an incredibly long name for a title. However, it's not that uncommon. They're long as fuck.
Exactly. That's what I was thinking. I was like, that's pretty standard, isn't it?
Some are no. Here's the thing. Some are like 2 words. Like one of my favorites, I think, was called "Love Replica." It's 2 words. This one is 25.
Is that no way? Hold on, that's not true.
I mean, if you include the
didn't
Japanese
fucking
words in
get
the title too.
I'm trying to include the fucking Japanese words in the title.
Can it be any longer? It can be longer.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Not wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Plus English, digital, but I'm not counting those.
All right, so essentially, I'm gonna give a quick overview of what this is about. It's about a woman, gloomy as fuck, like in college, I believe, just stuck in her room all day, not going out, blah blah blah. No, your regular VR chatter.
I believe the term is girl failure.
I believe the term is femcel.
Oh yeah, I think that's better. Yeah.
Yeah. However, it comes in when her friend and local asshole comes over, like, my parents asked me to hang out with you, blah, blah, blah. They try to do hypnosis because she's into hypnosis, fails. He tries to fuck his girlfriend, realizes he can't, goes back to the girl, and then you realize, oh my god, he is hypnotized. The asshole gets hypnotized by the gloomy girl, and she proceeds to completely fuck with him, like, make him come over and over. She has complete control over him, just like commands to just make him go like, you're more sensitive, you will now come, you will not come, and pretty much has him under his finger. And that's essentially what the doujin is about, right? It's a general overview. Again, if you want to read it and follow along with us, the thing is on the screen. Me and your mom, fuck you. I hope my mom hypnotizes you to go fuck yourself.
Wow. I mean, could she? She's a witch. She dyed her hair red like forever. So
That is true.
maybe she could.
We'll see. However, we both wrote notes as to what we were interested in and what things came up. I don't know if you want to go 1-1 or.
We could do like what do you mean, like page for page? So
No,
first of
no,
all,
not-
page 1 through 4 doesn't exist.
All right. Here's the thing. I don't really want to go. At least for mine, I don't want to go from page by page unless you have like specific notes by page.
Okay.
But actually,
So-
first of all, I wanted to ask you, what do you think about it? What do you think about this hentai?
So I think that it's got to be said that this is essentially the first hentai I've ever read. So
Right.
I'm new to the genre, so it's a little bit of a culture shock. It's very different. It's very so for one thing, the censorship is strange. The censorship, GIF doesn't have to be censored. I've never fucking seen censored GIF in my life. It just doesn't happen. So there's a bit of a culture shock there as far as the censorship is concerned. But as for the comic itself, I think it's got some interesting themes. I think that like aphrodisiacs and hypnosis is interesting. I feel like this is bordering on consent, which is Is it consent if you're roofied? No. So that's also kind of on the front of my mind when I'm reading this.
Here's the funny thing. If you check the text, it actually didn't include any of that. Which is why I was surprised, like, that's weird.
Yeah. So here's the nice thing about actually, you know what? I'll mention that when it comes to when we're reviewing my comic. One second, but go on.
I was about to say, no, we're not reviewing 177013. We're not giving that type of salt. No way in hell. But we'll see that Hentai also has really degenerate things.
Yeah, podcast is canceled of that one.
However, I did want to make a note, and this is actually something I noticed in difference between the furry comic that we're gonna see later and this one, and it's that they have very different styles because doujins have very like specific styles. They have a few different like art styles in general, but they all follow a general aesthetic of like sharp lines, stuff and like that, right?
Yeah.
Oh, good.
So that's the thing about, and this applies to really just a lot of Japanese cultures. It's very like similar, like across the board as far as art is concerned. It's like Booth, for instance. Is it Booth?
Yeah,
Is Booth the Japanese one?
Yeah.
So, it's just very, very similar as far as creativity. So not to say that's a bad thing. It's just you can look at something and say, this is definitively Japanese. While when it comes to like furry porn, there's an extremely broad range of tastes and styles.
Also, I'm free.
It's free.
But yeah, no, I agree. It really just comes to show like the difference between the Western and the Eastern markets of like their styles and art in general. Because the hentai comic is just, it looks a lot like a comic book, but hentai is just a completely different aesthetic. What like completely different. And this is also when I want to talk about the character designs. Because the character designs and the characters themselves, right? The character designs in this comic, nothing like really like huge or out of the ordinary or everything, but it works. They're like very simple design. It's like a guy, he has the fucking like a simple shirt, nothing huge. A woman is like in like what?
You froze.
No. But the woman is like in like shirt and like I think sweatpants. But it makes sense. It completely makes sense, and you can see her, like even her hair like raggedy and shit, which is like just to show it's not complicated, but it works, and that's what I really like about this comic.
Yeah, I think I similarly share the thing. Like you can gather a lot about this character just from like their first introduction, like other than like the main front page. Which, by the way, I noticed in the front page that like she's wearing a panty and like one leg, which means that she had to pull it down because you're not gonna fucking stretch one leg out. You have to pull it down, remove one leg, pull it back up, take the picture. So that was kind of funny when I was looking at the intro picture.
Oh fuck! Here's the thing you need to understand about intros, like the intro picture, like the thumbnail cover for most doujins. A lot of them don't make sense.
Yeah, I'd say the same applies for furries as well. I think that's probably going to be one of the hardest parts as far as any comic is concerned, in my opinion. Just a thumbnail that really gets the vibe of your comic before it's actually read. You need to get people's attention, and that's kind of its purpose. And I think that's really hard to do, especially with a long story like a 30 to 40 comic or panel fucking comic.
That's fair, but here's the funny thing about doujins. Half of them don't even have a fucking cover.
Yeah, same here.
Okay,
for sure.
Cool.
Defo.
Also, Kimi says there are furry art that is very Japanese. I've seen.
Oh, for sure, there is. And traces are they're Japanese.
Okay, that makes sense. Another thing I was gonna add.
In fact, I know of one that he's referring to, and they are Japanese.
Oh. Huh. Well, never mind then.
Yeah.
Okay, so another thing I was gonna add is adding on to the whole where the consent in this. Here's the thing. Hypnosis in doujins and mind control and stuff like that, not that uncommon, honestly. It is.
So at this point, it's practically considered consensual.
Listen, I'm not saying it's consensual. However, you get used to it at one point. It's like, okay, well, I guess we're here now. I don't really mind at this point. It's like lowering your defenses slowly. It's like, okay, well, I guess I can accept it. That being said, hypnosis is not usually my thing at all, actually. I don't really enjoy the hypnosis stories. I don't know why I enjoyed this one, actually.
I think it's because you generally are interested in dominant women, and that is absolutely a theme here.
Okay, that's fair, actually. I was like, damn, I wish it was me.
Like hypnosis aside, if you took the hypnosis out of this story, it's still just a really dominant woman.
That
a really submissive male.
That is true, and you really don't expect that at the beginning either, really, because it's complete opposite. And like
honestly,
halfway through, it like swaps immediately. You're like, oh, okay, I guess we're here now.
the power dynamic completely flips. Like literally, what is it? This is panel. Oh god, I never opened this on the desktop before. 9. And on page 9, he's literally beating the shit out of this woman. He is literally fucking assaulting her right now.
Wait, on page 9? Hold on.
Page 9. Page 9 out of 28. He's literally just fucking assaulting her.
Oh, that's right. He literally throws her onto the bed like, "Fuck you, bitch! What did you do to me?"
This guy walks into her house, is like, "Damn, bitch, you live like this." And it's just, he really hates this girl. He's just insulting her and insulting and assaulting her and judging every single facet of her personality and her lifestyle. Panel 1.
Oh, it's funny too. It's like a karmic justice in a way once we get like halfway through the story. And like
he's literally by what is it? Page 20, I think it is. He's literally begging for mercy.
Page 12.
I'm pretty sure he's crying.
Page 12 is where he loses all control. It took 12 pages for him to get completely fucked.
Yeah. Yep. And you know, the interesting thing was the time skip. Like there seems to be a clear time skip between 11 when page 11 is when you discover this girl's a psychopath. Like just that very bottom left panel on page 11 is holy shit.
Oh yeah, she has like an empty expression, like, oh.
Oh.
Well, actually, talking about the expression, I want to talk about page 12, and this is, I'm going to sound like a psychopath, and this is going to explain a lot of things.
Okay.
The crazy eyes that she has on page 12, and future pages too. The crazy eyes, hot as fuck.
I don't disagree. I don't disagree. It's not exactly my thing, but like I won't disagree in the slightest. I do like the expression a lot, especially like leftmost top panel. Other than well, just under the how do you refer to things? There's 4 left panels. the left middle up.
The one with her face in it.
5 left panels. The one with her face. The one that she's going. That one. I like that one.
Oh fuck. But yeah, no, I love the expression. I love there's several things that I love in Dojin that when they do it. One of them is the crazy eyes. Another one of them is where you can like visibly see like the steam like coming out. That's also super great. It's just small things that I really enjoy in Dojins in general. Also something I really enjoyed about this one. It doesn't happen a lot, but this one is one of them. Just finished eating chicken wings that we missed. We're talking about the hentai on screen right now. At the very bottom, right here. This is what we're talking about. But something I want to talk about with this one is that you don't see this often because it depends usually on how many pages it has. However, considering it's only a 24-page hentai, it has so many sex positions.
It does. So that's what I was looking at on page. Where is it? Where's my notes? 23. They like rapidly switch positions.
Oh yeah.
And my comic does this too. They have like 4 positions on one page.
Oh yeah, that's actually happens a lot. Actually, something I might want to bring next week if I can find one that has it. One of the things is having like several positions on the same page, and another thing that I actually like a lot is that it has like it will like separate like the panels into 4, right? And then it will have the same thing happen on like the same background on every panel, but it just keeps like switching positions as like short passage of time. It is so good.
I do like that. Yeah, when they'll have like for instance like the sun through a window, and then you can see it starts midday, and then it's like late evening, and then nighttime. That's pretty fucking cool. I do that. That's pretty fucking good.
Yeah, no, I agree. That's like my newest favorite trope that they're starting to do a lot more, because it didn't happen like a year ago, but like ever since like a year ago they started like doing it more and more. I don't know why, but I enjoy it.
It really is nice to see the passage of time when these things are happening. It just really it brings a lot to the environment.
Yeah, no, I agree completely. Well, so my notes.
Yeah, I'm looking through my notes. I like panel 13 or page 13, where it's just word of power come is really the best way I could describe that panel.
Oh yeah,
just
I mean, she has commands during the whole thing. She literally says power word come, power word don't come, power word double sensitivity.
Yeah. So that's the thing about the double sensitivity as well. Is where was it? Let me find my notes. Page 15. She says double sensitivity twice. She says double sensitivity double. Does that make it triple or quadruple sensitivity?
I think it's quadruple.
Does it stack? So it stacks.
Mm.
So then my question is on page let's see 18. She says it again. On page 18 she says double sensitivity again. So is this double or is it double? Did it wear off before? I really just want to know the logistics about this.
18. Wait, more sensitivity.
I think. Yeah. So is more not different than double?
I mean, maybe
Does it
reset
stack?
sometime.
Does it multiply? I guess after enough time.
Maybe. Get
I'm
hard
just thinking about the logistics. I mean, to be fair, this man is literally begging for life in the next fucking scene. So maybe it does stack. He's literally saying, "Help me." so maybe it does stack.
Listen, all I know is by the end, she is literally on the final page. By the way, what page is this? 24. On page 24, he is literally on the bed, sitting on his cock, and his poor dick is like limp, crying for help. That's a sad dick right there.
That. I'm like, that is a sad penis. That is so true. He looks like, in the top left panel, he looks like he got shot. He could be in the trenches, right? And instead of a girl leaning over him, it's his fucking squad mate trying to patch up the fucking wounds. That is the expression he has at the top left panel. It looks like he got shot.
Oh, fuck. Oh, Christ. Yeah, it's definitely an interesting one. Like I said, I maybe should have brought a more vanilla one, but I think this is an interesting one to like submerge you under the water.
Yeah, you see, I did the opposite for Twitch chat's sake. I think that your audience, generally speaking, as far as furry porn is considered, is probably new to the genre for the most part, other than the August furries out there. Hi, Ramsey. So that's why I decided to start with something that's more on the vanilla side, just for the sake of letting Twitch chat dip their toes into the water before things get too furry, for the lack of better words.
No, that's completely fair. That being said, shall we move into it, or do you have any more notes that you want to put on this one?
So are we ranking these? Because I do have a rank out of 10.
I don't really rank my hentais actually, but if you want to give your ranking, then go ahead.
Okay. So, like I said before, I've got to preface this with I'm new to the genre. It's gonna take me some getting used to in the first place. It's a culture shock. So, I'm trying to be as objective as I can, just as far as the content is considered. It's still like I am completely separating the fact that this is a straight comic. In my mind, I'm judging it the same as if it was something within my sexuality.
Okay.
And that being considered, I still kind of rate it like a 6 out of 10. It's not bad. It's just not really my thing. It's a little so I'm literally docking like an entire point just because of pubes. I don't fucking like pubes. I mean, this girl is supposed to be gross, so it's in character, right? But like, that scene, the comic page, let's see, page 12, where he's licking it's just, it viscerally disgusts me. Yeah, so I'm gonna say a 6 out of 10 for me, just because it's just not really my thing. Like, and I guess maybe that's not a good score. Maybe that's not fair. Maybe I should rate it otherwise.
I mean, if I were to rate it out of 10 off the top of my head, I'd say like maybe 7.5. Maybe an 8 at most.
Fair.
It does have a lot of good stuff going for it, but it does miss on a few marks. Like, the art is good, but it's not amazing. I've seen a lot better art in hentai, to be fair. I've seen like works of art on every single panel before. And like compared to like, well, it's not 10 out of 10 art, obviously. And the story could work a few places more.
Yeah, like page 22, I just felt confused. Like, literally my eyes were like looking over it and I couldn't like figure out where the line started and ended. I was kind of confused, like just visually.
That's fair. I mean, here's the thing. You're gonna see this a lot in doujins. They like to break the lines.
Yeah, that happens sometimes in furry comics, but generally speaking, they try to stick within the lines.
Okay.
I think that works fine if it's colored, because you can easily see a difference. But when it's just black and white, I feel like I'm like artistically dyslexic. I don't even know, dude.
Oh, that's right. You're also gonna have to get ready to deal with a lot of black and white. It's very common.
Yeah, exactly. You know what? And this might surprise you. I try to avoid uncolored comics.
Oh.
I don't like them as much.
Okay.
But at the same time, it's not really a problem because like 90% of furry comics are colored.
Right. Well,
and here's why. It's because so hentai is typically involving human characters, but furries have a very big part of their expression is colors.
Right.
So most of the time you're gonna see colored content.
That makes sense. I mean, here's the problem with a lot of hentai is that if it is colored, a lot of them are really badly colored.
Yeah. Oh god. Yeah, I can see that.
And like a lot of color ones, they can be really good. I actually, what I might bring next time, which is for my favorite artists, like art-wise for doujins, fucking Aoin. His coloring is amazing. His fucking art is gorgeous. His stories are because he mostly does like based on video games or whatever. But the art and the colors, oh my god, it's so good.
Yeah, I've been thinking about what comic I'm going to bring to the table next time for you, and I think, maybe I think I'll treat you, Will, because there is one comic that I remembered earlier today that has some straight action in it, if you can believe it. So I think I might spare you next week and bring that to the table.
All right. Also, Max says, Newer was interested before I like colored. Also, Kimmy says, I actually like them because sometimes they focus really on making all the line work look proper or more consistent.
That is true. Colors can definitely be kind of a like crutches for bad art.
Yeah, no, that's definitely true. I mean, a lot of hentai doujins, try to use art as a crutch. It doesn't really work that well. I mean, they weren't meant to be colored in the first place, and then they just throw in the color with whatever they have. It's like, bro, come on.
Yeah, with like the fill tool.
Yeah, exactly. It's like this is like the basic bullshit for coloring. I'd rather read the black and white version.
Yeah, like there's plenty of comics where they color it and then they remove the lines, which I think is hard to do when it comes to hentai to an extent. It's just, especially if it's not the original artist that's coloring it.
Yeah, no. Whatever, you can easily tell when it's not meant to be colored.
For sure. Actually, there is one. Let's see. I had some questions for you. Some very basic questions. Which is So like back to the pubic hair. What are your opinions on that?
On what?
Like, do you care? Pubic hair. Do you care about pubic hair? Is it a turn off? Turn on. I won't judge. I know you like long hair in general, as far as the head is concerned.
Yeah.
So.
Here's the thing. When it comes to pubic hair, it's not particularly my thing, but I don't mind it.
Okay, that's fair.
So
I'd say for me, it's definitely a turn off.
I mean, fair enough, honestly. I can see why you don't like it.
And also page 16. What do you feel about? Let me go to the page so I can ask this question in a more appropriate way.
Okay. I know what you're gonna say. I'm not what you're gonna ask about. I know what you're gonna ask about.
How do you feel about those middle pages there? Those middle panels?
Okay, to explain what's going on the screen right now for everything, other than for people who are not specifically looking at this page, it's her finishing the blowjob, right? And he comes in her mouth, and then she goes up, gives him a kiss, and cum swaps to him.
Yeah. What are your opinions there?
I'm not a fan of that.
That's fair.
I thought I was like, oh.
I can't necessarily say I am either.
Oh, fuck. But the expression she makes after that, fucking top tier.
The one that looks like she's this character is a psychopath. The MC is a psychopath.
She's not only a psychopath, she's clinically insane. And you know what? I'm all for it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Fuck.
Oh, you know what? It's funny that Ramsey's here because I have a note about Ramsey in here. On page 8, bro's dick didn't work and he immediately believes the hand is to blame, just like Ramsey with the honey chicken.
For context, if I get this right, let me see if I get this right. Because I like listened to how the conversation. Apparently, Ramsey yesterday was like, "Guys, I think this chicken is like an aphrodisiac." Or some shit like that.
Yeah. He's like, I looked it up. I looked up if honey is an aphrodisiac because I had honey chicken and then I was extremely horny for like 2 hours. And I'm like, you're just fucking horny. You're just a male. You get horny sometimes. Not to call out Ramsey, but I'm calling him out because it's funny. Also, as far as the hypnosis is good, just one last note. The hypnosis is literally just this. That's it. There's no words. There's no funny hand movements. It's just talk to the hand.
No, yeah, he literally...
And then it's done.
He grabs a book, does this, and boom, it's done. At least, here's the thing. Another thing about hypnosis and dojins, a lot of them are done with a coin, obviously, but you can... If I do bring a hypnosis one again, a lot of them are done through a phone. They always resort to, here's this hypnosis app. It happens so fucking often, insanely.
I can believe it. I can believe it. And if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Oh, fuck. Max says... Kiwi says I like a bit of an insane expression, honestly, based. Then Max says,
it does.
I think there might be implied scene in which he doesn't understand he's being hypnotized. In other words, it's his POV. Then again, reader didn't see it. I mean, that's fair. I mean, here's the thing.
Makes sense.
A lot of the times, though, in doujins, that at least say something or do something in the panel, it does seem like there's a bit of a time skip. Obviously, there's some time skip, right? But it's either a huge one where we don't see like the ritual itself, or it's just a small time skip where she really just does this, and we don't really know for
It's
sure.
one or the other.
Maybe we just send the
Yeah,
C1
I
time
definitely think so.
space, which it's fair. You don't have a lot of pages to work with most of the time, but
Yeah.
We're
going way over time with this
yeah,
one.
I was about to say, should we move on to the next one?
We should move on. Get that code up on screen. And just so you know, I'm not linking it at all, but I'm just saying it's pools, not posts. Pools.
And the website is
posts.
E621.
Let me pull up my notes on that one. So for this one, E621 doesn't have like a native page shower as far as pools, but this comic has numbers in the bottom right.
Okay. E621 what? What do you mean what, Morbid? But act like he doesn't know what E621 is.
Honestly, bro, I bet I could look him up.
That's
I'm
right.
not going to, but I bet I could.
Alright, this one is called...
Kimmy's calling him out. Good job, Kimmy.
Thank you, Kimmy. But this one is called Rudderbutt Lake. Do you want to give us a quick overview of what this is about?
Yeah, sure. So this is about a couple whose names I will find out in a second. Howell and Oliver. They seem to be romantic partners, and this is just, you know, a cute little journey about them going out to a lake and getting a little frisky. And honestly, there's a lot of cutesy stuff. It's very romantic. Like I said before, I'm trying to ease Twitch chat into this genre, so I've gone with something that's pretty on the vanilla side. It's got a very nice art style. This artist is really fucking good. And I think I'll just let the comic speak for itself. Mostly, it's just following a little slice of life between a couple, and they're out having a nice date, more or less. And then things get a little sensual, and it's pretty cute overall, I'd say.
Alright. Now, what I would like to know about this is that obviously this is my first furry comic that I've read from beginning to end. Otherwise, I've been shown like individual pages being like, oh, well, look at this. I'm like, okay, well, I didn't want to, but thanks. But this is the first one I read out of my own violation, right? And own violation. And it's not bad. Not again.
What is that? Hold on, what do you mean by that?
I mean, you did make me read it.
Sure. I guess I made you read it in the same way you made me read yours, which is saying, this is what I chose.
Exactly.
Sure. Sorry, go on.
Listen, I made you read mine and you made me read yours.
Yeah. That's
It's like
fair,
when I
suppose.
hypnotize you until you read this comic.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Locked in.
But I will say it is not bad. It is usually kind of what I look for in doujins when I'm looking for more vanilla stuff, because a lot of vanilla stuff, like, you will find that it's like, it's, you know, it's like, oh yeah, like 3 pages and then it's like no, that's not what I'm looking for. But I do enjoy the ones that are like, oh, here's the majority of it being story, and then at the very end it's sex. It's like, okay, now I'm invested in the character, now I'm invested for this.
Exactly. There's a lot of story with intermittent foreplay to keep you interested, and this comic goes pretty heavy on the foreplay, which, oh my god, I love it. I really do.
Oh yeah, no, I actually have a note about that. If I could read my note from how far away it is on my screen right now. Okay, anticipation of the act, but continual flirting instead of being real. Instead, is realistic. What I mean by this is, a lot of times, you know, when you're either dating someone or you're just going on a date with someone that, you know, you kind of expect something at the end or something like that, a lot of times you don't really just be like, oh, I'm horny right now, let's fuck. It's a lot of times it's just like, you know, a little bit of teasing here and there, a little bit of flirting, yada yada yada, to like ease into it at the very end. I don't know if that happens for most people, but I do find it to be pretty realistic in general.
I think that this comic is very realistic when it comes to portraying a couple. As someone who's been in a long-term relationship, it's very realistic, I'd say.
Maybe you don't do that, but
especially Gone.
I mean, here's the thing, Noah. I think that, well, obviously I don't go into it immediately, but I know a good amount of people do that, and that's what I mean by realistic. Of course, some people are like, "Oh, I'm here, let's fuck," and that's fair enough. But I do like this dynamic more than that.
Yeah, definitely. So I mean, don't get me wrong. I definitely can prefer those sorts of comics. It really depends on the mood, but a majority of the time, I'm going to prefer comics like this, where it's just fucking sweet. It's just nice to see some people having a good fucking time.
It's nice to see that people love each other, even if it's just in comics.
Even in this cold, depressing, fucking dark world, it's nice to see love.
Oh wait, Noah says, I mean, I thought you of all people would be fucking immediately because that's what most people do on Grindr. Well, first of all, I'm not on Grindr. Second of all, this is not about like people hooking up randomly on Grindr.
Yeah, it's called Flirt Roll. Thank you very much.
Do not remind me of Flirt Roll. Fuck, man, it's so bad. Oh, fuck. But let me go to my notes. Okay, something I want to say about the art. It's very different from Dojin's, obviously. Like I said, it's
sure.
more comic book style. I noticed that a lot of the backgrounds in particular are like more, I don't know if the word is cartoony, but it's more in lines with like what you see in like normal like superhero comics or whatever. It's very, a lot of round shapes and not a lot of sharp lines. It's very cartoonesque.
I personally, I really like that. I really like the art style here. It's very soft.
Yeah.
There's not a whole lot of sharp lines in the backgrounds, so definitely simple, but yet they get the point across really well. Like the background scenes are still pretty. Like you can tell that the artist put a lot of work into the background. Like on page 4, there's like a bridge, and it's pretty cool. There's a lake. It's really doing a pretty good job, in my opinion, of just really setting the scene to say these guys have wandered far away from society and they're now in a distant, isolated location.
Oh yeah, no, 100%. And you know what? I think I like it. It's something I'm not really accustomed to when it comes to like soft backgrounds and all that, especially like colored ones. But it makes the point very clear. Yeah, color in general. I thought color, I'm like, oh, but you know, actually, the first thing I noticed was like, oh, that's right. I have to stop reading from right to left.
Yeah, so here's the thing. So when I was making my notes, I did notes on your comic first, and then I started making notes on this one, and I was like, I'm reading this backwards.
Oh, fuck, that's right.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I think that's gonna be a continual problem with us. Is we're gonna constantly be reading the comics backwards and then recorrecting and then reading it backwards again in 3 pages.
No, that's definitely what happened to me. I was like, oh, that's weird. Why did they poke the cock out and then immediately back in? Oh wait, I'm reading it backwards. Oh fuck yeah. But yeah. Also, here's something that happened in both comics, fun enough, but this one is more apparent, right? Because in the Dojin, it was like, one is an asshole, one is gloomy, right? Not exactly opposites, but they are very distinct in character. Here, they are almost complete opposites, with one being like, you know, more careful, more timid, a lot more like, you know, not really like stereotype submissive, but kind of leaning towards it. While the other one is more carefree, a lot more courageous, a lot more, you know, kind of just goes into things kind of deal.
I think panel 7 shows it off really well.
7.
Or page 7. Page 7 shows that off really well, in my opinion.
Where to see what page is which?
bottom right.
Oh, right.
Like I said, this E6 does not have a page counter. Bottom right of the comic, it's page 7.
Okay. Oh yeah, where one just leaps into the ocean.
Yeah, one leaps into the ocean, one is like timidly taking off his shirt, and the other is like just fucking rocking out with his guns out, you know?
Right.
And you can see in the first panel that he's like, come on, get fucking ready. And he's like, yeah, okay, I'm working on it, you know? Like, it's very, it's shown off very well here. And also in panel, page 5, where he's like, I mean, the lake's this way, and he's like, nah, come over here. He's literally off the ground getting launched. So yeah, I definitely different personalities in that regard, but they meld really well.
Yeah, it's the whole thing of opposites attract. Also, really quick, from chat, I think I found the book art. I made a mistake of copy pasting number to search bar and then pasted it over a different picture. Landed on cursed picture. Okay, well, Mac put somewhere completely different on accident. Also, Kimmy says, okay, it's almost 5 a.m. I'm going to get some sleep. This was hilarious. Have a good rest of your stream. Thank you, Kimmy.
Okay. Goodbye, Kimmy. You're missing the good part. This is the part you should be interested in. This is the gay furry board. What is Blood doing?
I don't tell you, I guess Blood needs to go to sleep.
I guess so.
But yeah, I love the whole trope of opposites attract. It's one of my favorite tropes when it comes to like hentais and everything. Because a lot of times it's more of, you know, oh, we're kind of theme cut and let's go together and do this. It's like, okay, well, it makes sense. But when it's opposite attract, it's like more fun. You see a more unique dynamic.
Yeah, like one's going a little bit out of their comfort zone, and the other is generally easing them into it, and it's just very nice to see.
Yeah. And it's not like a rough easing into it. It's very, you know, in with love, like easing into it, but still like jerking him along, literally and physically.
Yeah, in multiple regards for both of those.
Yeah. Can I get one of your bullet points?
Huh?
One of your notes.
Oh, let's see here. So I just want to point out in panel 14, I'm pretty sure they stole that boat.
Wait, what?
They did not bring a boat. They did not bring a boat to this adventure in panel 4, page 14.
I would just like to say, I hate the index for E61.
What do you mean?
Like how to change pages and everything. I hate that it can't just click on the page and it moves to the next one.
Go to the top right. There's a next and previous.
No, I know that. But, okay, this is something I love about and hentai. And I'm going to simp for them because I've been using it for years. You can just click on the page and move to the next page.
Oh, I know what you mean. Yeah, that's fair. But yeah, I'm pretty sure they stole this boat.
Wait. Oh my god, you're right. What the
bring
fuck?
A boat with them. Like, a boat just kind of manifested. They surely stole it. And in the next panel, it's showing like an otter den, whatever that means. But is this his house? Does he live here? Does he just like camp here?
I think he just found it.
He's got. I guess so, but he is an otter, and he's got like.
Oh wait, he's an otter.
Pictures. He's an otter, and there's a picture of him holding a fish, and his private belongings are here.
Okay, maybe it is him.
Chest full of them.
Maybe it is his house. Although, why does he have a chest? He's a straight up chest.
Yeah, I mean, good for him, I guess.
Motherfucker has the balloons in there.
Panel, in the very next panel, he gives him the same thing that fucking I can't remember her name. Big Tits McGee from fucking Ace Attorney. tits, the fucking necklace. He literally gave him one. That is the same thing. Am I crazy in thinking that?
It's different, but I know what you mean.
And also fucking, and his name is John Cena. Fucking just pile drive that motherfucker.
Also, Max says, my autism loves picture 7. Down left sky equals water. Oh wait, what the fuck? Oh, he's right. On page 7, on down left panel, the sky is also the water.
Oh, that's true.
Ow.
That's cool. I like that a lot, actually. Oh, I didn't even notice that. That's really nice.
That's actually a really good catch.
Yeah, I didn't even notice that. That's really cool. I didn't even notice that that's one panel, actually.
Holy shit, that's actually really innovative.
Like I
haven't
said,
seen something like that.
I really like this artist.
Yeah, no, that's actually great. Holy shit. For me, the perspective is fucked. It's a weird perspective, but I think it works.
Yeah. So what do you think about like the porn aspect? We've definitely discussed a lot about the cutesy foreplay and the romance, and but you know, what do you think about the porn? Because you're straight. Like, what's your opinion here? I for one really like page 17. It's just very cute. And then they go from that position into it's just perfect. It's beautiful. Page 17 into 18. It's just so nice to me.
Right. For that one, it's interesting. I've seen this exact thing in hentai, except without the cock. Or with the cock. It's just a woman doing it. But it does feel like it's not bad. It definitely isn't bad. Obviously, it's not my thing. But I don't think like any of the porn aspects of it are like lacking. I think it does have a nice variety of position. I think they do move a lot. I don't think it has like the most amazing positions to begin with. But I think it makes the use out of what it does. Simple. Yeah, it's very simple, but it's effective. And, sending that message across. One thing I'm gonna say, and we discussed this very briefly, like in 2 messages earlier. I was not expecting the fucking dog to top.
yeah. That was all Will said to me about this comic when he said that he reviewed it. Is he was flabbergasted that the dog was the top because, but man, power bottoms, holy shit, gotta love them.
Oh no, power bottoms are great. Don't get me wrong, I love power bottoms. However, holy shit, what the fuck? Again, yeah. I'm so confused because the moment I was reading, like, okay, yeah, the fucking otter's gonna top it. I was like, wait, what? Huh? But it works. It definitely does work. It's not something you expect, and it really did catch me by surprise. But that being said, I think
I really like it.
I really like it too. I think it was a unexpected good surprise.
Yeah, exactly. I super agree. I think it's so nice. It goes into that whole sort of thing we were discussing earlier about like the romance and slowly leading somebody out of their comfort zone, and it's just like the culmination of that. The sudden like expected and it's what is it, the fucking diversion of expectations is just so nice. It's so good.
Oh yeah, 100%.
It's a surprise that they didn't really lead up to, but then you read back the comic again, and you're like, oh, I guess I can see this now.
Oh no, completely. Also, it kind of ties into what Mac is saying right now of me when submissive can take control of sub. Which I don't think it's submissive takes control of sub. It's bottom takes control of sub. It's a version of expectations, but it's more often than you would think because power bottoming is very much a thing. You can be dominant while being the bottom because of power bottoming, right?
For sure.
And I did not expect you to lead with that when you went into furry comics. It was... No? I did expect a power bottom.
Well, I mean, it's something I'm into. I don't know. I really like this comic.
No, I mean, fair enough. I mean, I like I said, I enjoy that subversion a lot. It's innovative because
it's really good
because you don't expect that at all, and I like being surprised when they come.
Yeah, like you take down the girl's pants and it's a fuda. That's where that kid comes from.
Oh, cock. But yeah. Other than that, I think when it comes to like the panel distribution and its page speed, I think it's used very effectively to show like all the different actions that are done for the sex scenes. I think they are very effective when it comes to it. I do see what you mean of trying to stay within the lines, because a lot of things stay in between the lines. The only thing that seems to like pop out of the lines during the sex is the tail mostly.
Yeah. That's definitely true. But that brings me to my favorite page, which is 24.
Damn, I was so close. I thought you were gonna say
25. 25. 20. I mean, yeah, 25. So here's the thing. 25 is when the artist says, "Okay, we've had enough foreplay. Let's just get some variety in there." And that's basically what happened in your comic too, more or less, right? They were like, "We've told the story. Let's get some sex."
Right.
But 24 is just like the very top left panel is the bodies are almost melding. You can't tell when one's body begins and the other ends, and it's just very nice in that regard. You can really see the physical closeness that's occurring here, and it's just it's one of my favorite panels in this whole comic.
You know what? I can kind of understand that actually. It's like very messy in a good way. It's
Exactly.
controlled messiness.
It's two becoming one in a very sensual and close and yet comfortable sort of regard, and it's just very sweet and it's very nice, and that's in regards to what you're saying, how they try to stay within the lines. That's an exception there, in my opinion.
Right. One thing I will say, which is something I think it's maybe just a difference in art. Correct me if I'm wrong. Maybe it's just this comic in particular, but I'm going to compare it to the doujin in one regard. When it comes to like fluids, you know how in doujin there was like very fluid, like the tongue, the saliva, sweat, and everything like that.
Yeah,
it's very much like lacking a lot of it in this comic. I don't know if that's just a furry thing or it's just this comic thing.
That's this comic thing. There are plenty of artists where they go very in depth with fluids. It really does swing from artist to artist. This one doesn't have a whole lot of fluids, but there's been plenty that do have a lot of fluid based action.
Okay, that makes sense. I was just curious because I wasn't sure if it was just like the genre in general or just this artist that doesn't really do it.
Yeah, definitely just this artist.
Okay. What other notes do I have? Let's see. More
cum swapping. This time, just not mouth. It's hand.
Wait, which page?
26.
6.
It's kind of neat.
Is that? Oh, you're right.
Oh wait, no. Actually, on second looking, I think it's him doing it to himself. On second observation.
Oh no, you're right. He literally just grabbed some cum and then
Yeah. Well, we've all been there.
Wait, what?
Huh?
Huh?
But,
what are you talking about?
Yeah. Anyways, so do you have any other notes that
How
do you feel about biting? There's a little bit of biting in this comic.
Actually, you know what? That's actually something I had in my notes. The neck biting, when the guy comes, honestly, top tier.
Fucking yeah, dude. Yeah, dude. It's nice, and that's something that you see pretty regularly with furry porn as well. Is because there's a lot of look how fucking long this thing is. There's a lot of surface area there.
Right.
So let me get in a better camera. There's a lot of there's a lot of fucking surface area. so biting is really effective if you're animal based because you've just got a shit ton of surface area. So it tends to be a running trend, where biting is a common theme. But this comic does it very well. It doesn't overdo it. It does it just enough. It's so nice.
You know, that's something I actually wish doujins did more often, because in doujins you actually don't see a lot of biting, like at all. There is some scenes where it's like at the beginning, maybe it's like, oh yeah, I'll bite your neck and I'll leave a mark or something like that. But during sex, biting, very, very extremely rare. It is actually insane how rare it is on occasion. Even just like kissing neck while having sex, still rare. It doesn't happen often, if at all.
It's fairly common enough. I mean, it's not like super common, but you'll see it pretty regularly in furry comics.
Well, listen. If anything, I'm gonna take away that I'm jealous about when it comes to furry comics, it's that 100%. It's that. I'm like,
Yeah,
damn, I wish
fair.
we had that.
Yeah. I mean, what can I say? We're superior.
that
I don't want to say we're superior. I don't want to say we're superior, but I can definitely say that there are some things that we do better, like color, for instance, and not being censored is really what comes to mind.
I mean, here's the thing: we also have uncensored
have a better
comics.
experience
It's
in that
that
regard.
usually we have
For
more
sure.
censored. Here's the thing:
I don't think I've ever seen a censored comic, other than specifically the ones that have come out of Japan, which is extremely rare.
yeah. Also, the one thing I'm gonna say is that, when you said censored, I'm like, it's censored. It's just I'm so used to the censoring, I don't like my brain doesn't register it anymore.
That's fair.
Like I generally can't tell something's
Yeah,
censored unless
I
the
can
censoring is
understand
like extremely bad.
Yeah, I can get that.
Wholesome 95%.
I
Oh yeah,
don't
no,
know,
the comic is 100% like almost entirely wholesome. And you know what? We take that.
It's very wholesome. I think this comic is very cute. It's very sweet. Personally for me, it hits really close to home because I'm in a long-term relationship, and since it's long distance, I kind of fantasize about this sort of thing pretty regularly. So for me, it's so fucking good. I see myself in Kimmy in this comic,
Aw.
like closely.
Are you the otter or the dog?
Great switch.
Can I be the rock?
No, I'm which rock? The one on my neck.
Yeah. Oh, can I be the boat that spawns out of nowhere?
Yeah, you can be the boat. I'll tell you, you can be the boat.
Oh yeah.
I can live with that.
Oh fuck. Goddamn. But yeah. I am out of notes on this one.
Let me just check. So one of my notes here is just for, and you don't even necessarily have to go to this page. Panel 22. I just see real gay sex should not be done without lube. For the record, they use spit. Don't do that. If you're ever gonna do gay sex, use lube. Don't use spit, please. You'll hurt yourself and
Oh,
others.
actually, that's what I saw. I saw you like doing that with his fingers, like doing that in his ass. I'm like, why is he
Like, that's
doing
hot.
that?
Don't get me wrong.
But-
It's really fucking hot. It's really fucking hot, but don't do it. Use lube.
No, I was so
I mean,
confused
you can
why
do
he
it
was
too,
doing that
just
to
use
begin
lube
with.
as
Because I'm like,
well.
I don't think that was the lubricant. Is it like a thing they do, or?
It's suspension of belief there in that
Okay.
in that regard. For this comic, that's suspension. There actually is a lot of comics that explicitly show them getting lube and pouring it on their hands or on the dick. Like it's a thing.
Okay, that makes sense. Here's
Like,
the
this
funny
one
thing.
doesn't do that.
When it comes to anal and hentai, you're gonna see that they don't lube at all. It just still works.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot of suspension of disbelief.
Yeah. 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 Don't do it in the real world.
Oh,
Okay.
fuck.
One question I had for you is, how do you feel about humor in your porn? I marked that down for page 9, but I gotta remind myself what was happening on page 9.
9.
Yeah, so there's like, they did like a little thing where it's like, I want to say that's Kirby? The
Page 9? Is that? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Bastardo's dead. So?
Hello?
Oh, wait, he's not dead. He's not dead.
Hello?
Holy shit. Yo!
I'm working just fine. Skill issue.
I don't know, you completely froze for me.
Yeah. This happened last time as well when we were in this world.
Might just be VRChat.
Yeah, but like I said, page 9, there's like the swimming there, and this isn't like as much of shit like porn humor as I've seen, but I kind of like little humor breaks. They did a little visual gag where I'm pretty sure that's based off of Kirby. I want to say the like almost drowning, like the swimming meter running low. I think that's funny.
I mean, fair enough. I'm not like, if I see humor, because usually in hentai the humor is kind of like there's
Bad.
like it's not bad, but it's not great. A lot of things it's like maybe some little like gags, like in terms of like stupid situations, but it's not like it'll get a laugh out of me kind of deal.
Right, that's true. I've seen like I can count on my hands the amount of time I've laughed looking at porn.
Fair enough.
But it has happened.
Actually, funny enough, while I was looking for a doujin to pick, this one I didn't pick because it was too long. But there's one where it's like there's a woman like in a cardboard box in a wife in a wife fucking dress, like a marriage dress, and was she was just sitting in the box, and the guy just passed by like, what the fuck? Why are you outside my apartment? And you just like it pans her, and you see her crying. It's like, I was waiting for you. Keep in mind, he has no idea who she is to begin with.
Oh fuck! This is the shit you see in VR chat.
But yeah. But I don't mind it. It's just most of the time it's not. You won't get a good laugh out of it, kind of deal.
Yeah, that's fair. I find that sometimes there are funny comments, like like and this is a comic I'll bring to the table eventually. There's this one panel where the dialogue says something along the lines of some guys laying down and they're like, okay, now back up onto me, and there's a comic or a comment in the background, or there's a comment down below with a YouTube link, and I click it and it's just a truck going beep beep beep. that kind of killed me. That was really funny.
God damn it. Yeah, you don't really see those things in hentai.
No. But I mean, you know, what's the fucking word? The fucking the truck. What the fuck is those called? The fucking. You get hit by a truck, that fucking trend in anime. Yeah, are there any porn guys?
Oh yeah, tons.
Okay, interesting. Makes sense.
Yeah, a lot actually. A lot of ones that are actually like full-on stories, but they also have like hentai scenes and a lot.
Right.
I'll see if I can bring some.
Yeah, maybe. I think that's more or less all I have to say about this. I mean, there's some other little tiny notes. So I didn't know exactly what kind of style we were going for as far as the reviewing is concerned. So I just made a note for every page.
Oh.
So I just thought, what can I say about this page? And I made a note of it. Just so if you mentioned a page, I could have my note on it just ready.
Okay.
But I definitely should make notes about things that I specifically want to say. So I have notes about every page here. Like for instance, page 8 when he's swimming, they missed a chance to do a doggy paddle because he's a dog,
right?
And they've already had some humor in there about their species. And page six, nobody knows about this place except for the people who put all those logs and stones there. You know? But just not really much else I had to say about it, honestly. I love this comic. I heavily relate to this comic. It's just overall very sweet, very cute, very nice.
Honestly, I agree. It's very cutesy feely, and I like it.
I'd rate it 9 out of 10. All I could say is that for page 25, where they show a bunch of like different sex positions, part of me wishes that there was more to showing off of how the positions came to be, like showing the switching of positions, you know. But again, that would just make for a longer comic, and I think that what they did suits the comic pretty well. But you know, I do wish it was a little longer in that regard, because it's, I don't know, I like looking at porn, so what can I say?
Fair enough. I think I rated maybe like an 8 out of 10 around there. I think the sex scenes were missing some variety, some more uniqueness when it come. Of course, it has things that I do enjoy that Dungeon doesn't do a lot, but I feel like it doesn't make up for the fact that it wasn't very innovative in its actual sex. Also the art, I know it's more cartoonesque and everything, but I feel like some pages were like not like, especially when they got to the cave, it started like losing that like those backgrounds and everything. It's like, well, now we're just going back to what hentai does.
Once they got to the cave is when they started focusing on the sex and not the story, which is, you know, fair enough.
Yeah, I just feel like it's more of a, I mean, it's fair, but it feels like a bit of a, what you would call it?
Pop out?
Kinda. It's like they started caring less about that aspect.
Yeah. Like, they definitely could have put more detail into it, but at the same time, it's not really the focus.
Right.
Like, the focus of the lake scenes are pretty to show off an atmosphere, but once they get to the cave, you know, it's a cave. It's time for fucking.
As you do in caves.
It is the fuck cave. The fuck cave.
Oh, alright. Well, in that case, shall we start wrapping things up? Because we are actually an hour over.
Yeah. We way underestimated how long these game reviews are gonna take.
Yeah, maybe we need to start them a bit early.
Yeah, or go on half an hour longer than we anticipated, but that's something we could discuss after the show.
Yep. For now, go back to the dynamic cam.
Oh shit.
There you go. For now, a few last things I want to do before we do end the show real quick, because we didn't show this off actually. Let me just do this actually. Why is it not working? Oh, there we go. I want to show this part off. Another thing the episode did is that we have a multi-screen along with a video player. That's right. On Sundays, after our VRChat stream, we will be able to watch Samir with reaction cams. Along with if we ever need to see anything on stream, like if you need to see a video or need to see anything, we'll have it on screen. There's also a green screen that we have that I will not pull up because it will burn our eyes. Also, it's pink.
It'll blind everyone on stream. Okay, but you could put it up so that they can just. Hold on, let me get better in frame. Let me get more in frame. Okay.
I'll do it for like half a second. There you go.
There you go. Alright, and then they can do something fun with that.
But yeah, let me just also take out the eSync link. What did we not show off? We showed off all the cams, yada yada. We also have a few extra cams here to quickly show off. We have this one. Let me straight the fucking TV actually. This one, this one, this one. You know, just the general ones I would need. Yeah.
And also this camera here, we're gonna have varieties for when we have 3 and 4 people. They're already set up. I just haven't done it in Unity yet because we didn't need to for this episode.
Yeah.
Well, that's another thing actually is that I'll switch back to dynamic cam for this one. I've been working on this pretty much nonstop for like 2 weeks, to the point where I uploaded this world as an update about 15 minutes before we actually started, adding this feature. This feature didn't exist 15 minutes before stream. Same with the page counter. That's a new one too. But yeah, I'd say that this set pretty fucking cool. I like the live editing. It really saves Will a lot of work because we could just upload it to YouTube.
Yeah, that's the funny thing. As is, I could just upload to YouTube. I just need to go into the editor and change some audio volumes, and that's about it.
Yeah, maybe fiddle around with when I crashed and had technical difficulties for 15 minutes.
No, that's going into.
Okay, fair enough.
But yeah, honestly, Basalt did a great job with this world. And like I said, the most advanced talk show world in VRChat, hands down.
For sure. I really like it. I think that the technology here is it's so fucking cool. It's just fucking cool. It's just fucking cool. You gotta admit it. It's just fucking cool as hell.
And you know what? We have the best, not only the most advanced, but the best looking one. Hands down.
Honestly, look at this shit. This looks so fucking good.
Honestly, look at it.
I made this in Blender. I made this whole thing. It's cool.
Oh fuck. There we go. But that being said, we'll be ending things here because it is getting late. What happened?
We should use this cam for an outro. Me thinks.
You know what? You're right. You're right. On God.
You know, someone. You're right. You're right.
When you're right, you're right. 20% of the time.
That's right. 100% of the time, I'm right 50% of the time. 25% of the time.
But that being said, that was our first episode. It did have some technical difficulties, but you know what? We pulled through in the end.
We did it. I just had to resuscitate my headset, and it all worked at the end.
And hopefully we don't have that problem again when it comes to technical difficulties, which honestly I'm still surprised it wasn't on my part.
Honestly, I'm shocked that your computer didn't actually explode because it's getting close to Mexican summer.
Yeah, Christ.
Does chat know that you have a box fan running directly into your computer at all times?
I've said it several times, yeah.
Okay, well that's good. Well, it didn't explode, so that's good.
Yeah, good sign. Honestly.
Yeah. Really. So no expectations for failures from here on out.
You think we won't have failures? Anyway, so from now on we'll be streaming again 6:15. We might make that hour longer. Who knows? Maybe we'll start a bit sooner on the reviews. We'll get to that next week. But that being said, next week we'll still have just us two, and after that we'll be having guests every 2 weeks.
When we have guests, we'll also just be reviewing one comic. So today we did two. Probably, generally speaking, episodes where it's just Will and I will be doing two. But when we have a guest, as far as unless things change, we're only going to be reviewing one.
Yeah.
Because I think we want to pay good enough attention to the guests and grill them and ask them enough questions. And the comic, it's definitely got its designated segment, but we might just not have enough time with a guest to do 3 comics. So
I mean, we did 2 today, and we went over an hour. So I think we might just go with 1.
Yeah.
But that being said,
I think that just about settles things.
Yep. Thank you everyone so much for coming. As always, I do appreciate it. Anything you want to add before we end it?
No. No. But, it turns out if you speak for 2 hours straight, you kind of get the words out.
Fair enough. That being said, thank you everyone so much for coming to our first episode of this live talk show. There we go, talk show. Again, it's ingrained in my
We did
mind
it.
at
We
this
got
point.
there in the end. Damn, bro just got hit with balls.
I'm used to getting hit by balls.
Mhm.
That being said,
Next time we'll probably have more conversation. I think the technical difficulties took up a lot of that aspect. But yeah,
yes.
that's for next time.
But for now, thank you everyone for coming. As always, we do appreciate it. And no new announcements other than that. Tomorrow's stream is gonna be on YouTube, by the way. Not on Twitch because we're gonna play Honey Pop.
Let's go! I actually kind of enjoyed watching you play that for some reason.
Well, tomorrow on YouTube, 3 p.m. Other than that, thank you everyone so much for coming, and we hope you come to our next episode. Other than that, have a good rest of your weekend, and I'll see you all next time. Have a good one.
Time to get drunk. It's 11 p.m. on Friday.